Welcome back.
NicknLex here.
Hey everyone.
How's it going, everyone? So tonight we're gonna listen to Bob Dylan, and we're gonna listen to Like a Rolling Stone. Yes. And I think that I'm at least familiar with the song because
I'm pretty sure I've heard this song in whatever movies or...
Yes, I actually talked about this the other day with Lee, and because I told him we're gonna do Like a Rolling Stone, and he's like, oh, I'm sure you've heard it before. And I'm like, yeah, me too, because any Martin Scorsese movie has, has a lot of Bob Dylan and the Rolling Stones.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited about this.
Yeah, it's just like, I think it's embedded in the culture. So this song must have been somewhere in our lives somewhere. Playing.
Yes. And this is a Dan request from JK. So thank you so much, JK, for choosing this song. And he said part of the reason he chose this was so that we could answer the question. Is this the greatest rock song of all time? That's what he said. The Rolling Stone magazine at one point said. Several other critics and polls have said the same. So he wants us to honestly answer. So you'll get our response at the end of this video if we agree yes or no to this being the greatest rock song of all time. So
so I know a lot of people,
pressure.
A lot of people are gonna like just skip the entire song because they've heard it millions of times.
Whatever you want to do.
You're just gonna watch our...
Or you can take this as an opportunity to really sit down with headphones and listen to this, because just because you've heard a song before on the radio or millions of times, it happened to us with Hotel California. We've obviously heard that song many times, but when we sat down with good quality headphones and really analyzed it. So that's what we're going to do now if you want to join us. Otherwise, like Nick said, you can skip this and just listen to our response and then decide to comment whatever you want. But this is from the album Highway 61 Revisited, 1965.
Wow. All right. Well, here we go.
Thank you,
Bob
JK.
Dylan. I loved him and We Are the World, and that not the singing, and not the, I just loved his persona. I loved that he was not in his element. He was surrounded by people that are like sing and dance and do all this crazy stuff, and he was like, this is not my genre. Like, why am I here? And I love that Stevie Wonder kind of took him and like do this and just do your stuff, and he did it and it was perfect. So I just love that
choice we're making.
Yeah. I love that. I love that he did come through, What a great artist. So here we go with Like a Rolling Stone.
Let's do it. And it's an album opener.
Yes, and with
Even
lyrics.
Okay.
Thank you, JK.
Yes,
there
lyrics.
You go.
Once upon a time you dressed so fine, threw the bumps of dime in your prime. Then people call, say beware doll, you're bound to fall. You thought they were all kidding you.
I've never heard this,
You used to laugh about everybody that was hanging out. Now you don't talk so loud. Now you don't seem so proud about having to be scrounging your next meal. How does it feel? How does it feel?
That's the only part I know.
Me too.
To be without a home, like a complete unknown, like a rolling stone. Oh, you've gone to the finest school, all right, Miss Lonely, but you know you only used to get juiced in it. Nobody Nobody's ever taught you how to live out on the street, and now you're gonna have to get used to it. You say you never compromise with a mystery tramp, but now you realize he's not selling any alibis as you stare into the vacuum of his eyes and say, do you want to make a deal? How does it feel? How does it feel to be on your own with no direction home? A complete unknown, like a rolling stone. Ah, you never turned around to see the frowns on the jugglers and the clowns when they all did tricks for you. Never understood that it ain't no good. You shouldn't let other people get your kicks for you. You used to ride on a chrome horse with your diplomat, who carried on his shoulder a Siamese cat. Ain't it hard when you discover that he really wasn't where it's at? After he took from you everything he could steal. How does it feel? How does it feel to have you on your own with no direction home, like a complete unknown, like a rolling stone? Ah, princess on the steeple and all the pretty people, they're all drinking, thinking that they got it made, exchanging all precious gifts. But you better take your diamond ring, you better pawn it, babe. You used to be so amused at Napoleon in rags and the language that he used. Go to him now, he calls you, you can't refuse. When you ain't got nothing, you got nothing to lose. You're invisible now, you got no secrets to conceal. How does it feel? Ah, how does it feel to be on your own with no direction home, like a complete unknown, like a rolling stone?
Very, very good.
It's so
So
cool to
I do-
finally hear this song. Like,
Yeah, I have to tell you, I've never heard this song before. Only the chorus.
yeah, me too.
The
Like,
cho-
how does it
And the
feel?
chorus I've heard hundreds.
But never
I
anything
never knew
else.
the song. I never had to heard the entire. I've never read the lyrics. I never heard the drumming. All the instruments.
Me
There was all
neither.
this. There was like this
So much happening, and
ragtime.
on each side
Yeah.
there were different things happening completely. So I could
Yeah.
always like drift my focus away on one thing and find another new thing that was happening.
Yeah.
It was very cool.
Yeah, there was like guitar, piano, I don't know,
keys on this
spoons,
side, like,
and maybe this washing board. I don't know. There was so much
obviously
happening.
a tambourine.
Yeah. And the lyrics, I've never really like read them. I've never really heard
me
them.
neither.
But he has such a unique style. He's just like this poet, you know. He's like, I don't know. He's like, I can't say like Joni Mitchell because she's such an amazing singer, you know, and a poet. He is more like it's almost like he's talking. He's more like he's telling a tale,
right?
And he's not. That's why he was having such problems and with Michael Jackson and Quincy Jones and, you know, Stevie Wonder, because they are all singers, and he's more like a poet that talks, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, so here we go. We have to answer the question. That's what the video is about. So is this the most iconic or the most famous or the best rock song?
So the question was, is this the greatest rock song of all time?
Look, it's very easy to answer. Maybe it is, but you know, maybe it is for the people who said it is. Because who am I to say that this is the greatest rock song ever made?
I think it's very obviously...
I think it's very iconic.
Yeah. It's definitely subjective because like you said, I mean, what's the greatest thing for you is not the greatest thing for me, but obviously there are, and we never agree with those magazines, you know, like greatest guitarist of all time, like according to who is Santana the greatest, you know, like, or Joe Satriani or Joe Walsh or
Jimmy Page,
Jimmy Page,
Hendrix.
or like who said it, and okay, that's your opinion, but some people have different likes and dislikes. Some people are more talented and less well known. Some people are more studied or less studied, or there's so many things. So I agree. I mean, I think that it's a great song. It's very iconic. Yeah. I can see how this was. I loved it.
Oh yeah,
I loved it. I'm so happy that we heard this.
I mean, I'm sure it is within the best choruses ever invented or written, you know, because that, how does it feel? I mean,
not only that, I enjoyed the whole song. Like I enjoyed
me too.
Everything that was happening, the production of all of the instruments put together and how well everything sounded. And
yeah, but I can't take a song just because it's popular, you know, and I'm sure this is so popular because it's just very good. And it's catchy, and it has great lyrics, a great meaning behind the lyrics, a great story. So I'm sure it could be one of the favorite songs of many people. But I don't want to label it as something, because what about all the other greatest songs written? Like we have Stairway to Heaven, and
all the ones we haven't heard.
Have Sultans of Swing, everything we haven't heard, you know, we have Hotel California, which arguably many people would say that's my favorite song ever, you know. And we just talked about it. And then we have other artists like Eric Clapton with Tears in Heaven. There's so many iconic rock songs, so you can't just take one and say that's the best one, because it's just so unfair for all the other artists. And I think it's great that they use this, you know, because the movie is coming out, and you know what,
Timothy
Chalamet is, and I'm gonna watch them and I'm gonna love it. Just like I loved Rocket Man, and we watched what was it, Bohemian Rhapsody, was it? Beautiful. What about Bohemian Rhapsody? Ain't that the greatest rock song ever written? So it's all subjective. It's literally, like Alexia said, it depends on the eye of the beholder. That's gonna be a favorite song. Maybe it's the favorite rock song for someone is a song that I've never heard, or you have never heard. So that's why I don't want to label it. So the answer is,
it is for those who say it is.
Yeah.
Well, yes, this was amazing. I really enjoyed
It's a great
the song itself.
It's wonderful.
I really think it had a lot to offer, and it has a lot to offer. I feel like this song was released 65, so like 60 years ago.
It still holds up.
Know,
it's
like
still,
that's amazing.
Yes, it still holds up. It's still relevant. It's still
yeah,
original.
and to be able to do that is something.
Yeah, this is like, for example, what a thing that I was thinking about. I was like, nobody can cover this. Because even if you have Sheryl Crow and you have all these amazing talented people, and they might cover this, right? Because it's an amazing song and it's Bob Dylan, but it's not, you can't replace the original. You can't make it better. The only man who can make it better is him.
Yeah.
Playing it live or, like stretching it out. Because it's such an iconic recording. The way he was singing and speaking and the way he was phrasing those lyrics. It's just like, it's very, very unique.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's a great experience.
Request, JK. Yeah. Thank you very, very much. Thank you everyone for joining us. If this was your first time watching us, hopefully you enjoyed listening to this with us. If you did, like, as we said, and just kind of deeply listen to it if you hadn't before, hopefully you enjoyed what we had to say. And if you did or did not, please give us a like, please leave a comment, please subscribe. We would love to share more music with you, and we would love to see you all in the next one.
Thank you so much.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.